Good morning. I'm out this morning at my favourite little village of Coggeshall. The aim this morning is to have a look at the history of one particular man, and that man was the village blacksmith Dick Nunn. Okay, we'll stop and have a look at a few other things of interest along the way. First thing of interest here is St Nicholas Chapel. It's a 12th century building, so 1100 and something, and this was the Abbey Gatehouse Chapel. Around here there was a huge Cistercian abbey, and not much of it remains now. Remnants of the abbey in lots of these buildings, and one of the best preserved here is the Abbey guest house. Right, this is Abbey Mill. The water looks particularly murky here today. 1700 and something, I think, this building. Right, so here's the Blackwater. Flowing very well. It's a bit of a chilly morning this morning. It's around about 3 degrees. Right, and after all that mud, out onto East Street. A little bit of history on Dick Nunn. He was born in 1836. He was the son of the local blacksmith. His father died when he was 18, so he took on the responsibility of the family, and he was quite a character. Certainly believed in human and animal rights, as we'll see later on. From the public footpath, and this is Coggeshall Church, St Peter's Advincula, St Peter in Chains Church. As you can see, it's a pretty impressive size. Coggeshall's wealth was founded on wool, and obviously probably its early associations with the Abbey as well. Something else that caught my attention when I've been here before is this obviously family tomb. This is one family, the Applefords, and John died aged 5 years, Mary died aged 7 years, John died aged 2 months, somebody died aged 8 years, another Appleford there. Now this is William, so 72 years, and his wife 70 years. Staggering the number of children that died. While we're here at the Lich Gate of the church, this is where we're going to start our look at Dick Nunn's story. So on this plot of land behind, people started to build cottages, and good old Dick Nunn, he thought that was an affront to the beauty of the place, and took it on himself to actually tear them down. So you know, he was a big man. I guess not many people would want to try to stop him, and all in all, apparently he demolished 8 cottages. You know, give him his due, he has managed to preserve the beauty of this little bit around the church. Okay, so this is the 14th century Woolpack Inn. Here we have Nunn's Close, obviously named in honour of Dick Nunn. I'm now going to jog along a footpath. Becomes a bit more countrified in a moment. Okay, we're crossing over Robbins Brook here. Alright, another famous Coggeshall landmark here. This is Paycock's house, a super example of an Elizabethan house. It was built by Thomas Paycock, a wealthy wool merchant. So we're moving out towards the edge of Coggeshall now. And out onto West Street. Right, so we're heading down now the footpath towards the River Blackwater. Here's the Blackwater. Right, now along here a little way there had been a bridge across the Blackwater for many years, and in 1875 it collapsed, and the parish council did absolutely nothing to restore it. Now this bridge linked two beautiful footpaths around Coggeshall. Right, now this path doesn't look that exciting at the moment, but bear in mind it's what, the 10th of December today. So Dick Nunn, the local blacksmith of course, decided that he would build a bridge. So in his workshop he built the bridge, put it onto rollers, and as we'll see in a minute, he put it across the River Blackwater. Now this was in 1892. What a difference a little bit of sunshine makes. Yeah, so this bridge of Dick Nunn's stood for over a century, and in 2020 Essex County Council decided it was unsafe. Essex County Council declared it would be demolished and replaced with a new bridge. Huge outcry, quite rightly, from the local population. Let's go along and see what the situation is at Nunn's Bridge today. Right, and here we are, and Nunn's Bridge is still standing. It's been reinforced somewhat, but they've made a pretty good job of it. It was actually granted protected status, listed status in the UK in late 2020, which meant that Essex County Council had to restore it. First time that I've crossed the bridge in getting on for 2 years now. Right, it feels wonderful, it really does. Thank you, Dick Nunn. I think you'll be remembered for many years. There we go, Dick Nunn's Bridge. Right, so we're going to push along here and join up with the Essex Way. It looks like they've done a bit of work on this one as well. Right, so this brings us up onto the Essex Way. This is really just a a track, a particularly muddy track at the moment. So we've got about, I don't know, half a mile or so to get back to close to where I parked the car. Just wanted to point out a couple of other things to you. There we go. The petrol pump there. Very much what petrol pumps look like when I was a lad, you know, back in the 1950s. Lovely old house here, Grange Farm. Lots of things are Grange around here, as we'll see in a moment. Coggeshall Grange Barn. Okay. Hi, this is Coggeshall Grange Barn. Been here since the early 1200s, so early 13th century. Apparently it was used to store the tithes collected from the farms and owed to the Abbey. There's one other thing that old Dick Nunn was noted for, so I'm going to carry on and go down, guess what, Grange Hill here. Right, as you can see, Coggeshall has a wealth of old buildings. Monkwell there. Nice little spot down here by the river. Hello swans, no, I'm not going to feed you. You are so beautiful. Yes, I know. Yeah. Bet you wish you could eat that, don't you? One more thing for which Dick Nunn was noted was up here. Now this is Grange Hill, and Dick Nunn was horrified at the plight of the poor old horses who had to work their way up the hill there. Not being one to sit around and do nothing, old Dick went up there with first of all by himself, but then with a group of men, and decided that they were going to level off the top of the hill. He did in fact level off some of the top of the hill, so by this time the authorities had had enough of him and they threw him into Chelmsford prison. He was released and he died in 1896 at the age of 60. Little tour of some of the sites. I emphasise just a few of the sites around Coggeshall, and a story of perhaps one of its greatest men really, Dick Nunn, the local blacksmith. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then as always, please think about subscribing, and until I see you again, all the best, look after yourselves, take care, and bye for now.